is our first official Genetec Facebook Live session, and I'm so excited to be doing this with my co-host, JP Picard, who is the Manager of Product Marketing here at Genetec. And for those that don't know me, my name is Derek Arcuri, and I'm the Team Lead of Industry and Application Marketing here at Genetec.
Hey, Derek.
Hey, JP, how you doing?
I'm great, and you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Actually, pretty excited about this Facebook Live session, and mostly excited about Connect DX.
Yes.
Sorry about that, JP. So Connect DX is our virtual trade show that we have coming up in a couple of weeks, from April 20th to the 22nd. The reason why we put a virtual trade show on is because a lot of people out there, because of travel restrictions, aren't able to attend physical trade shows. And so whether you're an end customer for security technology and want to learn a little bit more about what Genetec is up to, some conversations with end users, with system integrators, we're putting on this Connect DX virtual trade show on for you in a few weeks. And so we're here to answer any questions that you might have around Connect DX. So, JP, as your host for today's Facebook Live session, I get the privilege to ask you any questions I want, and you're live right now, so you haven't really prepared anything. I could veer off in any direction, and so I'm really testing how quickly you can think, huh?
No take backs. All right, let's do this.
All right, JP. So starting off with a few questions that we have been receiving so far from people on social media. Before getting started, I just want to encourage everyone to use the question and answer box here on Facebook to submit any of your questions that you may have around Connect DX. Or if it's anything else, we want to keep the conversation around Connect DX, but you have JP and myself, Derek, here to answer any of your Genetec-oriented questions. So first, JP, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, could you tell all of our viewers today who can attend Connect DX?
I mean, Connect DX open to registration to anybody. You're a security system users, you're a channel partner, system integrator looking to learn more about Genetec product. Technology partners, we've got a lot of technology partners that will also want to attend this. Members of the press, it's open to anybody. You just go sign up at genetec.com/connectdx and you'll get in.
Cool. And so what do you think people would get out of this? I mean, there's sort of different groups that we can talk about, from end customers to system integrators to consultants, even tech partners. What do you think these different groups would get out of attending Connect DX?
I mean, we're really going to have a lot of varied content. We're going to have a really nice live schedule with a lot of sessions where we'll hear from both Genetec leadership, but also customers who have implemented and changed their operations with Genetec solutions. So if you're looking to learn a bit more about Genetec solutions, operational efficiencies you could create, then that's going to be great. But we also have a lot of on-demand content that will be available, where we'll talk about anything from technology trends, industry portfolios, and we'll also have virtual booths where you can go and interact with over 50 Genetec professionals. So if you have questions about anything Genetec or anything security operations, is going to be the place to go to get your answers live. It's going to be really exciting.
That's pretty cool. We have quite a bit of booths that are organized by product. So if you have specific product-oriented questions or just want to see what's new with the products, you can sort of get that whole virtual experience, similar experience that you would get from a physical trade show. You can attend these virtual booths and get demonstrations and interact with people in the product team that are often traveling all around the world to interface with the market. So now they'll be available from Connect DX. JP, on that thread, talking about who's available, what regions is Connect DX available in?
Well, we've actually got a 24-hour rolling schedule that's going to be for this event. It's actually a global event. We're going to have live sessions in America's time, in European time, in Asia Pacific time, Australian time. If you're awake, there will be something live happening. And what's really exciting is it's not only going to be happening in English, we're also going to have staff that will be available in multiple languages and sessions available translated live in multiple sessions. So if you're a primarily English speaker, then you'll have access to a lot of content. But if your primary language is something else, you won't be missing out either. Really exciting to be doing those live translations specifically.
For sure. And so, JP, I'm getting the sense that ConnectDX isn't like typical, maybe a 1 hour session or anything like that. How much content do you think our viewers can expect from ConnectDX?
Well, on the main agenda, we're going to have about 2 days worth of live sessions available in English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Korean. And this will be available in different time zones that will span from the 20th to the 22nd. But if you go look at the content we'll have in technology showcase booths and on demand, we're looking at over 30 hours worth of content that will be available. Technical training sessions will be broadcasted as well on demand on the platform. We're going to have looks at the latest and greatest across the different product groups from Genetec. And we'll hear from industry leaders as well in expert panels.
Awesome. So 10 hours of live presentations and Q&A. So anyone who attends ConnectDX has the opportunity to post their questions and ask and interact with the speakers, something that I'm very excited about.
Yeah, something like here, right? It's your chance to ask live questions and get your answers from Genetec people live in front of everybody. That's exciting.
Yeah, for sure. Now, JP, you and I, we got started on putting this agenda together. Would you say that it was a bit of a challenge to put an international agenda together because it's our first time putting on a complete global event?
I mean, definitely is. We're used to organizing a lot of Connect events with our channel partners, with Genetec system users across the world, but putting all of this together in one event is definitely a challenge. But what's great is that all of Genetec is coming together for this to put together valuable content and insights, but also a lot of Genetec customers. I mean, Derek, I know, for example, you have expert panels with several customers that you'll be hosting yourself.
That's correct. Yeah. In fact, so some of the sessions are on-demand recordings. So those 30 hours of on-demand sessions, our teams right now are working really hard putting that content available so that it's made. And so some of those things include, I got to interview Patrick Miller, who is the managing partner at Archer International. And he talked about supply chain risk management and how 40% of all breaches are linked to supply chain attacks. And so as a result, there's some regulations coming out within the energy and utilities market that aims to really help electric utilities build out a better response plan for supply chain risk. That's just one session. There's also a bunch of expert panels from internal speakers, external speakers. For example, one of my colleagues, Carrie Ann, is preparing for a live session with TJX, Skechers, and Starbucks on the second day of the event. And so we're working right now, sort of drafting those questions and making sure that the content is very, very impactful. Now, JP, with 10 hours of live presentations, 30 hours of on-demand sessions, 12 virtual tech partner booths, and 3 hours of training from our official training department, question I got to ask, how expensive is registration? How expensive is it for anyone to register for this event?
Well, ConnectDX is free. You don't have to pay to get in. All you have to do is go sign up at genetec.com/ConnectDX. Join during the event. That's how you'll get the most of it. That's how you'll get to interact with Genetec speakers. That's how you'll get to ask questions. And since we'll have staff from around the world, you'll have access to all of the subject matter experts we have within the organization. So, free of charge, you'll have access to all of the content that's on there, access to all of the booths that will be open during the live event. Really don't want to miss that.
And JP, what if, say, I don't have 30 hours within those days to review all that content? Do I have access to the content perhaps after?
Well, I mean, there will be content available after for sure. Make sure you sign up. You don't want to miss some of the live sessions we have because that's going to be something. We have Pierre Raz, the president of Genetec, giving the opening keynote. And, you can watch this on demand afterwards, but it's just never the same as seeing him doing it live. I can tell from experience, having the chance to see multiple of his keynotes. But we've also got some customer panels that are coming in that it'll be your chance to ask questions as well and get those answers. So yeah, you can go consume and look at some of the content you've missed afterwards. But if you want to have those live interactions, book your April 20th to 22nd. This is going to be worth it. You'll make the most out of the event for sure if you can attend live. And you'll be able to share those videos with colleagues who can't make it afterwards.
And so while, during those days, while attendees are watching the plenary sessions, the live plenary sessions, will there be time to actually access some of the on-demand recordings as well?
Yes, for sure. I mean, all the on-demand content's available day one as soon as we open. So if you get up early, we're starting about noon Pacific time. If you get up early, you can go and start watching some of that content right away before we open the event officially with Pierre's keynote. So it'll be available from the start to the finish, and same thing will be true for the different industry and product booths. They'll be open throughout the event.
Awesome. Question we're getting a lot of is, can I share the registration page with either my customers or my system integrator or some tech partners?
For sure. I mean, share it with your colleagues and anyone you think would be interested. Again, it's free of charge. You just go to genetec.com/connectdx. Now, one quick word. We've heard that there's been some issue for some people trying to sign up. Don't worry. If that happens, you will have another option on the error page. We're getting a lot of traction, which seems to be causing some problems. We're troubleshooting this live, but there is a second form you can fall back on. If there's any issue, just send us an email, and we'll make sure that you have your spot for the event.
Yeah, and while the registration page right now says that we have over 1,000 attendees, I'm just getting word that we're at 25, or is it 2,600 attendees right now. So there are bound to be issues in terms of being able to accommodate and register all those people within just a 24-hour period, which leads into my next question. Well, I guess we've covered that the registration page is live, so glad there. My next question, JP, is what are you most excited about in terms of ConnectDX, whether it's a topic on the agenda or anything?
Well, very honestly, there's quite a few sessions I'm excited about on the main agenda, but one of them is the Cloud First panel that we're going to have on day one with some leading corporations who've decided to go all in on the cloud and are going to talk about why they've made that decision, how this impacts their security system. I'm also excited by the technology showcase on day two because it's going to feature some of my close colleagues in the clearance, clarity, and mission control teams who are going to be showcasing some of the latest innovations they have from their product groups. And I'm really excited for them because these are products that sometimes aren't as familiar to people who haven't had a chance to visit us at a trade show. And I think this is going to be a great occasion for everybody to see what you can do with some of Genetec's operations portfolio. What about you? What are you looking forward to most?
Well, I think I share the same opinion as the majority of people watching this Facebook Live session. I am most excited for Pierre Raz's keynote speaker. I think everyone would just love that keynote. Looking forward to that, and looking forward to actually asking questions live, even asking questions maybe not in my first language. So if, say, you are not a native English speaker and you want to ask your question in Korean, heck, go ahead and ask it. Pierre Raz will try to respond in Korean, but likely there'll be an opportunity to have everything translated right live. I'm also excited about the roadmap presentation that we're going to have from Léon Langlais, who's our Vice President of Infrastructure Product Groups, and Christian Morin, who is the Vice President of Integrations and Cloud Services. And so it's nice to be able to have Pierre Raz's keynote speaker as a president of Genetec, along with our senior staff delivering the roadmap presentation. I think there's going to be a lot of excitement around that content. And again, the ability to actually send those questions live and have these speakers actually respond to those questions, just like at an actual trade show. So just having a look at some of the questions that we are receiving here, I encourage everyone that is on Facebook Live, if you have any specific questions, feel free to submit them using the question dialog box here. We'll go ahead and respond to it. We also do want to wrap up today's Facebook Live session by saying that it's not just one of those events where you can attend and sort of get some excellent content, but there's going to be a lot of prizes that are going to be we're going to be giving away. For example, we have 2 wireless Bose headphones. We have 2 Jabber speakers. In fact, here's one.
I think what I'd be most excited for in this situation is the Uber Eats gift cards, coming very handy these days.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. That's pretty exciting. Not just Uber Eats, but we're also giving away 5 250 Amazon gift cards, 10 100 Amazon gift cards, and another 10 50 Amazon gift cards. So plenty of prizes to win just by connecting and joining ConnectDX and connecting with your with us and asking questions and responding to surveys and watching content. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So Derek, I guess you'll be there pretty much the entire event at ConnectDX in 2 weeks.
You know me, JP. I do like to win things. Maybe as a kid I didn't win enough, and now as an adult I try to win as much as possible. So this Jabra speaker that I'm actually speaking into is I did earn 3rd place at one of our internal Connect conferences. So I'm a proud owner of a Jabra speakerphone because of that. So hey, if I can win, so can you.
All right. So how about we wrap this one up? If you have any follow-up questions, where could people reach us, Derek?
Well, so people can always connect with us on either Facebook or LinkedIn. Both you and I are very active members on those platforms. There's also an opportunity, once you register for ConnectDX, you'll receive an email and you can respond and interact with Genetec staff immediately through that email. So that's always a one way to contact Genetec. Are there other ways, JP?
I think that'd be the right way. There's also the Genetec Facebook page you can go on, which I believe we're actually being broadcasted on. I assume first Facebook Live, so we'll see afterwards. But just email us at events@genetec.com as well for any general question or if you have any issues signing up. Again, there is a second form that's available on any error page you might hit. We're getting just small reports, but the registration page is getting hammered right now. So, it'll work itself out.
All right. Well, I think I share your enthusiasm and the enthusiasm of everyone on Facebook Live right now, sending in their messages from all around the world. We do agree with you. This is going to be an amazing event, and we hope to see you there. Thank you very much for your time and attention today on our first Facebook Live session. And of course, any questions that you may have, just shoot an email to events@genetec.com. Thank you very much for your attention today.
Thank you, guys.